Let me tell y'all something. If there's one thing Kehlani can do, it's sing. That's on that. But to get into it, she seamlessly and effortlessly gets into my music playlist every damn time. Her mixtape While We Wait is a perfect example of how. Let me start us off. To preface, I might as well put the disclaimer that I am no way the pinnacle musicality, nor am I a legit critic of the artists I review. I'm simply an avid music listener who wishes to find people who can also appreciate music as a craft and as an interactive experience. Without further ado, let's get into it. Footsteps alone swept me off my feet. What an intro. Just with how she sang the patience lyric in the beginning, to how she gained momentum into the chorus, and don't forget about the layered vocals spread throughout the song. Kehlani does what she does in the best way. I'm a lyric junkie, so of course I might dissect this song just a bit, so bear with me. The instrumental itself is simple yet inviting. I love the drum pattern and how Kehlani shimmers over the track. The lyrics overall please me sonically and were clearly chosen with care. Footsteps, for me, symbolize the temporary nature of relationship nowadays, with lines such as neither of us knew what we wanted, but all we knew is that we cared. Still how we painted was a moment. The moments of temporary relationships are kind of like when sparks fly at first glance, then the peekaboo game of running into each other coincidentally to finally getting over your nerves and talking to them for the first time. Just for things to be stuck in the talking stage for months. Yeah, we all been there. But the moment Kehlani could be referring to is the height of the relationship. However shallow or deep the moment, it's on replay in your head every night, relentlessly. More on that later. Into this beautiful chorus, and yes, I'll be singing praises for Kehlani as much as humanly possible. You got me twisted. But yeah, in this chorus, there's this imagery of footsteps in the mud. Kehlani carries us singing. When I walked away, I left footsteps in the mud so you could follow me. And when I walked away, I left footsteps in the mud so you could follow me. The footsteps in the mud are low-key like the traces of yourself that you would leave with the person you had temporary connection with. Kehlani continues, saying water wash away the path she left behind. Water, in this instance, is the life of the relationship. Let me get a little philosophical on you. You know, for funsies. Situationship or not, Kehlani says the lover is so bad at holding water, it slips right through their fingers. And y'all know the rest. We both end up drowning. It would hit the ground and then the path would wash away. Wash away. Yeah, I love how she sings that part too. But to continue this little metaphor, if water is the life of a relationship, the lover was so poor at keeping it alive, since the water / the life of the relationship slips away time and time again, allowing impermanence to take over, which washes away the traces of herself she left for him. With every dead talking stage comes the inevitable amnesia of who that person was for you, but it gets even juicier. In verse 2, we get Music Soul Child's feature and some exposition. Yo, I need to chill. Anyways, Kehlani sings about how she's tired of fighting with her lover and still hopes things works out since she still cares. But things are on autopilot and feel mundane. The fighting seems to be more and more reason to walk away. Not only is the habit to be who she is instead of who her lover wants her to be, but the damage is already done. Since once again the life relationship is slipping away. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Into Music Soul Child's feature and... Bro, this is written beautifully. This is where we bridge into mature territory of oneself and how admitting your own faults is necessary for a relationship to survive. We get the other side of the situationship because once again we have a sense of not knowing what we had until it's gone. Kind of like how you get used to one's presence until they walk away. See how it's all coming together? Treated you like medicine.
guess I wasn't listening. When you tried to explain that you had hurt and pain too, but as long as I felt better then, it was all good, but we wasn't good. So convinced that things were understood. Meanwhile, I had baggage to unpack, and I just had to admit that.
We love some accountability. Moving on.
Still dealing with the battles, feeling so inadequate. And I know that I should have stayed, but at the time it felt like I had to quit. And I know that you probably think I'm just out here thinking about myself, but you're still playing in my head to this day, talking about.
And here is what we was talking about earlier with the replay of that one moment in your head. In this case, it's about how things would have went different had he chose to keep on trying instead of quitting his pursuit of this quote-unquote perfect vision of his love interest. A lot of lessons to be learned. That's on that. Okay, y'all. If Footsteps was about learning how to walk away from a lifeless relationship, learning how to take accountability, and me low-key being ahead at some deep shit, the song Too Deep was ironically in the opposite direction. Kehlani, in the first line, bro, she's talking about some.
I argue with my side thing, way more than my main thing. I thought we were just fucking.
Like, girl, you serious? You can't fall in love for nothing?
I can't fall in love for nothing.
Oh, never mind. Anywho, this girl quite literally is singing about how her side piece ain't worth the headache. And Miss Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna lie, I had a good laugh at seeing how different the subject matter of the previous song and this one is. But if I had to be completely honest, it's still a good song. This is one of her weaker tracks lyrically, in my opinion. But sonically, instrumentally, and performance-wise, this is one of my favorite tracks to listen to. Especially how everything comes together perfectly. I love the intro and outro where it's easy for this song to catch your ear and become increasingly recognizable and addictive. But as a lyric junkie, there's not much to say besides the situationship gone wrong in every way possible. But it's still mad fun to sing and dance to. Especially the chorus where it crashes over you like ocean waves. I also appreciate the flow of her verses in the beginning. But that outro, it's gonna eat every damn time.
I like this usually, but this shit's getting too deep.
The song Nunya is clearly an anthem for the girls that got a bone to pick with their ex. I can't even lie to you. It's fun as hell to sing along, and Kehlani ain't fronting nothing but the truth. It's a relatable track. It definitely sheds light on what a lot of women go through when finally healing from a failed relationship.
You put on a show, 'cause you don't want the world to know that you lost a girl who got it on her own. It'd be good for you to let it go, let it go, let it go. Ain't none your business, ain't none your business. You know who I'm with, oh none of my shit.
I'm not a big fan of the feature, to be honest. It felt lackluster to me, but you know, it's a good song nonetheless. Pretty straightforward message. I wouldn't have made it a single, but that's just me though. My favorite line might as well be the entire chorus. Like, what can I say? It's addictive. If I had a voice, a body, and a life like Kehlani, I would write a song like this too. Shit. Okay, about this next song, I don't want to hurt none of Tsunami Mob's feelings, but Morning Glory might be one of my least favorite songs she's ever made. As for the highlights, the concept is cute, necessary, relatable, and all that good stuff. However, how Kehlani describes feeling free in your natural self kinda fell flat for me. The biggest example is the Burger King lyric. Yes, the Burger King lyric.
This ain't BK, you can have it your way. The only thing you decide is your say. With me or the homies, cake to fall lonely tonight or the morning, yeah.
Other than that, the overall feel of the track just doesn't do it for me. Despite a quite nostalgic feel and an old school aesthetic to the track, it's alright. Okay, I hope y'all don't hate me just yet. We're amping this back up with Feels. With its upbeat sound that radiates through my temples every time I listen via headphones, I can only imagine how breathtaking this song is to hear at a concert. But you already know I'm gonna dissect the lyrics just a bit. Truth be told, it's simplistic and repetitive, but in a good way. Kehlani expresses how rare and genuine this love she shares with her partner is. It's a declaration of healing. Verse 2 shows that entirely.
It took a lot of hard shit just to learn how not to break down and stop, baby. No matter what I've seen in the past, I want that an impact that we grown now, baby. I can't let it slip away, drift away, can go to waste, I say it straight to your face, won't contemplate, you contemplate that, baby. I don't wanna wait another minute for you. Oh, you got me falling from the ceiling for you.
Overall, it's my favorite track of the album, and it's a great summer song to listen to. I encourage a full listen of this song while driving down a long road, with the windows down and nothing but Kehlani's voice in your ears, and the summer breeze taking you away. Okay, to be real, there's 663 million listens for this song on Spotify alone. But of course, it's well deserved. Nights Like This is one of Lonnie's most recognizable songs without a doubt. First off, I must say, the instrumental, girl, it's phenomenal in every way. It elevates the track beyond belief. But these lyrics, let me tell you something. Okay, so the message is clearly about a female love interest who did the speaker dirty. But baby, there are layers. By the way, not everything an artist speaks about is something they personally went through. Sometimes artists just make art to paint a picture and or to tell a story. So for simplicity's sake, I'll just say the speaker when talking about sensitive topics like this because I am no way trying to pretend that I know Kehlani like that. Okay. Nights Like This speaks to everyone who was treated like a quote-unquote experiment. I don't want to get into it too much, but there are times when some people, who explore sexuality date other people of the same sex, not because they actually like them, but because they just want to get a quote-unquote feel for what it's like to date a girl, in this case. For example, Kehlani sings,
I was blind, should've never give you my heart on consignment. And I can't believe the lies that I went for. Thought you was mine, but you decided to be with him. No, you took my feelings and just threw them out the window. Feel like it's too hard to fall in love again. No, on some nights like this, shawty, I can't ever think of us.
I know, if you were singing along, you're probably pissed I didn't let it continue. But truth be told, this part can stand alone and you'll still get the message. Also, the momentum in this song was beautifully delivered. But point is, right? The first layer is depicting how the speaker is expressing pain from being dumped by her lover for another person. Hence the hymn Kehlani sings about. The second layer is a tale of betrayal, but not in the way you think. I believe this betrayal is more about how much effort and time it took to build something with this girl just for her to throw it all away and lie in the speaker's face. Each aspect of this song brings this point home. Even Ty Dolla $ign's verse supports his image of betrayal and a failed romance. From "You Can Get My Hopes High" to "Switch on Me Like Gemini," each lyric in Nights Like This paints this painful picture. The third and final layer may be a reach on my part, but walk with me, okay? Nights Like This and the frequent references to sipping and reminiscent is telling a tale of how the speaker is losing themselves. Walk with me. Love has the potential to transform people, for better or for worse. And as per the music video and the lyrics suggest, the speaker fell in love with a girl who drained them, treated them like an experiment, and walked away, leaving the speaker to suffer, loveless. If you haven't watched the full music video, I strongly suggest you do, or else my take isn't going to make much sense. Lyrically, it's already established that the speaker is drowning their sorrows and heartbreak in alcohol, and questioning if it's even worth calling her ex-lover back. But visually, we get more of a sinister representation of what happened. This emotionless robot literally saw the light that the speaker / Kehlani had, seized it, and destroyed evidence of her crimes. Once again, I'm speaking in vague terms so you watch the music video yourself, but walk with me to this last stop of this deep dive. It's safe to say that people who walk this earth on survival mode will do anything to you, but people who walk with love will do anything for you. Kehlani is warning her audience of toxic relationships that arise when survival folks meet love and light folks. But I chat enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next song. On to one of my favorite features she's ever done. RPG is that girl, I swear. Kehlani and Black should make more music together. This matchup was so needed. Like, RPG is one of those tracks you can listen to time and time again and you can still vibe to it. From the laid-back looping instrumental to the layered vocals during the chorus and outro, as well as Black's candid verse bringing everything home. It's a great track. As for the lyric breakdown, my gamers probably already got a piece of it down, but yeah, RPG stands for role-playing game. It's the central image embedded in the song. The speaker sings of how she's unsatisfied with her lover since he's not showing his love enough, since, as the chorus repeatedly says. But it's the verses I want to highlight in this deep dive. In verse 1, Kehlani carries us singing.
Don't you think that we're too old to play your game? And we ain't go through all of this to stay the same. But you can't make a player just so I can get my way. And I think you do this cause you realize I won't wait. I see right through every look in your eyes. I hear right through every fairy tale.
This snippet is the crux of the song's message. The speaker paints a picture of how her lover is figuratively picking a role that he thinks is quote-unquote best for her. But what he doesn't realize is that the speaker sees through this facade and wants him to love her authentically, instead of just doing things as he's told. Best way to explain this is like, if you were to ask for flowers and your lover only gets them because you asked, not because your lover took the time to learn your preferences and do it without being prompted. Does that make sense? Like, is a gesture really a gesture if you have to ask? But back to the song. In this dynamic, the speaker makes it blatantly clear that he's just not being himself, nor is he doing enough to maintain the relationship. He's on autopilot and moving like he's literally playing a role-playing game. Black's verse gives us the other side of the situation.
I don't wanna make you think that I'm saying things cause you prompted me. Been working with a lag, a fucked up past, I want you to be proud of me. It seems like day one, you was finding me. Same shit I felt for you, then I fell for you. Fell in life, it's embarrassing to tell the truth. But now it's to the point where my love is up for debate. And maybe it's too late to shake. I think love is shown, you think love is spoken. And we both coming from the same place.
To finish up this deep dive, his verse speaks for itself. It's truly heartfelt and candid how Black told the perspective of the lover. I want you to be proud of me. It's such a heavy statement. But to wrap it up, I'ma just say how both the speaker and the lover are coming from the same place but have different ways of approaching love. They don't want to lose sight of each other, but the effort is not translating to results. The lover thinks he's in this losing game and life's falling apart, while the speaker just wants him to love more authentically. These different perspectives cause a tug and pull that creates a rift between them. But hey, what do I know? Butterfly is an experimental track, to say the least. It wasn't my favorite out the gate, but it definitely grew on me over time. Butterfly serves complexity and versatility, for sure. The hypnotizing instrumental coupled with the message of evolution makes this one of her most underrated songs. It reminds me of another underrated track titled Again, but that's for another time. I must say I love the drums added toward the latter half of the song. The song evolves with you in every aspect. The lyric junkie in me wants to break this down and dissolve Butterfly into its bare parts, but this song feels too intimate for that. I feel like everyone will have their own interpretation of what Kehlani is trying to communicate with Butterfly. I can say things from my own perspective, like how being in a relationship can be compared to a butterfly going through metamorphosis, or how a lover may see themselves only as a caterpillar, blind to the brilliant destiny, or maybe even the butterfly effect. However, this all might fall flat to someone else. One thing I will say though is that there's a lot of content in this song. I'm excited to see your interpretations of this song in the comments. Last but not least, Love Language. This bouncy, light, and playful song is certainly a feel-good track that can easily be a summer anthem. Message is pretty simple. It's a double entendre of bridging a language barrier as well as learning someone's literal love language, whether that be words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or physical touch. This and the accent pieces of Kehlani singing letters such as A, B, and C during the chorus as an ad-lib, quite a nice touch. That's it for the 2019 project While We Wait by Kehlani, and thank you for listening to the new music review by yours truly. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed and subscribe to join the new neighborhood. I'ma catch y'all.
You want picnics in the bar.